Well, hello everybody. Martika here with Martika J Makes, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time joining, welcome. Definitely subscribe if you like what you see by the end of this video. And I believe somewhere in this video, everybody's going to give this a thumbs up. So I'm going to talk about McCall's 7922, which I am wearing as we speak. Let me show you this, you guys. I have had this pattern for quite some time, and actually when it first came out, and I can't even remember when it came out, in 2019. Okay, that is when this came out, and I believe that this was maybe like a spring or a summer pattern. And I just had not made it up. So I had this fabric last month, in the month of February. I talked about this fabric, although we were not yet, me and my husband were not yet going anywhere for Valentine's Day. We decided we are going to do like a date night later. We still haven't went, y'all, but it's coming up. We've just been very busy. So it is going to be coming. But I have had this fabric for, I think, maybe about a year, actually a couple of years. I got it from a local fabric and sewing shop here where I live in Kansas. And it's like a polyester, and it has the feel of polyester, but it also has the sway of like, you know what? I'm not even gonna try to guess because it's a blend. Okay, let me just put it like that. And I can't remember what the label said when I bought it, but this is one of those shops where people donate fabric from wherever, home or different places like that. And these people are so good. They have a way of like testing all of the fabrics to know what they are, and they sell them in rolls by the yardage. And you can either buy the whole yardage, or you can actually have them cut it down into less, and they will just sell the rest of it, whatever they have left. But it's a great place where I like to go if I'm looking for something unique, or if I'm looking for something in particular that I want to be different, from what every other store has. So that's the fabric that I use. What I love about this pattern, it did not call for a lining. So of course, if I was using like a more sheer fabric, then yes, I would have put a lining in it, but it did not call for a lining. So I was pretty happy about that. I did do view D in this dress, and you guys voted on this dress. Last month, I gave like a couple of blouses and a couple of dresses of what you thought I should sew with this fabric. And I mean, I got like quite a bit of votes, but the most votes was for this particular dress in view D here. So yeah, it worked out. I was happy with the outcome of it, and I will be showing you photos throughout this video. But let me talk a little bit about the detail. I did buy this pattern in a size 14 through 22, and that's based on the bust measurements of this pattern. So you definitely want to make sure you pay close attention to that. And I actually ended up cutting out a 14. It's a 39 and a half inch bust line, and that is exactly what I am. So I cut out the 14. The hip line, actually, I would have, based on my hip line, which is about a 38, somewhere in there, I would have had to cut that down all the way to a 6. But you guys, I said what I'm going to do with this, because I'm not sure, and this is a woven, so it's not forgivable like a knit is when it comes to the stretchiness. I'm just going to cut this 14 and I'm going to work it out. I will take it in where it needs to be taken in after I'm done making the dress. You guys, when I tried on this dress, the fit was perfect. If I would have graded this pattern down, it would have been too small. I would not have been able to fit in it, especially in the hip line. So I'm glad in that area I did not grade it down, because it came out great. I don't know if maybe that's because of the fabric, because let me tell you about the fabric and working with whatever this is. It was kind of a fight with this fabric, but it wasn't horrible. The fabrics that this pattern suggests is gingham, poplin, cotton blends, and crepe. Now I do have crepe, over there, but I really wanted to go ahead and use this fabric. I'm trying to get through all of the fabrics, that I have as I buy more. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna buy more, so we're not even gonna start a line. But but I do want to start really digging into what I've had for quite a while. So yeah, I did do that. The notions that it did call for some interfacing. So you did need some fusible interfacing. And then you needed 122-inch invisible zipper. And then you needed a hook and eye. And I did go and get a zipper. I got a zipper at Hobby Lobby. If you saw my clearance finds video, or yeah, I think it was my clearance finds video, I showed the zipper that I use in this dress. Now, the invisible zipper, for whatever the reason at Hobby Lobby, in the red, they just have a rose red. So it was like a red with like a pinkish tint to it, but it's an invisible zipper. So if sewn correctly, you should not be able to see it. And it worked out just fine for me. So yeah, I did that. And then I keep a stash of hook and eyes. I got plenty of those. I almost forgot to put it in this dress because I really, to be honest with you, I don't think I need it, but I went on ahead and attached it anyway, just because. This dress is labeled as easy, and I will tell you, um, it is an easy dress, okay? But there's a lot of movement going on in this dress, all right? So I was following the instructions and I got a little twisted up with the knot. I have done a knot pattern before, where that knot, is in the center there. But with this one, for whatever the reason, it was just a little different. So I said, let me see if somebody did a sew along on this. You guys, thank God for her. Brittany J. Jones did a sew along for this dress a while back. And even in the video, she talks about where she kind of inserted a piece wrong. So her knot ended up, a different way. But that is not what I did. I got twisted up in another part of it because getting into it, the instructions get kind of a little, just a touch confusing. But I finished it out by going with that sew along. And thank you, Brittany. It was perfect. It was perfect. I don't know if she's watching, but thank you, girl. Thank you. So she got me through it and I was able to finish this dress. So, and not only that, if there's a good sew along out there on YouTube, I will usually just go ahead and follow the sew along because you do get through the pattern faster. You see different steps that you might not have seen in the instruction. And yeah, but I always have my instructions out in case I want to refer to something or make a note within the instructions themselves for when I sew up the garment again. If you don't have this, I highly suggest getting it. It's going to be great for the spring, great for the summer. This would look even really cute, this shorter version, like with some tennis shoes or some low sandals. If you want to do it more casual, you even have it like, they show it with the straps like she's wearing, but they show it like in a shorter version with this plaid fabric. You guys, this is a great stash buster because it doesn't call for a lot of fabric either. View D, it only called for 2 5/8 yards of fabric, and really that's all I needed. And I still have fabric left over from this. If you're doing like view A, just to give you an example, if I wanted to do view A right here, I would only need 1 3/4 yards of fabric. You guys, I have that. So if I'm going through and I see some fabric that I could just use up, it calls for under 2 yards. Yeah, and I think that would just be a really cute dress for the summertime. So did my dress come out looking like view D here? I personally think it did. I did, like I said, I just got a little twisted up with the knot part, and that was more so due to the instructions. But following Brittany's lead, I was able to work around that, and it had something to do with the fabric itself. Now, I believe that what she was working with was like a linen or a cotton. Well, working with this, it was like maybe a little bit thicker and just a touch slipperier. more slippery than like a cotton or a linen would have been. That could have been a part of the issue as well. But you guys, hey, I got my needle and thread. I tacked where I needed to tack it. I fixed what I needed to fix. And I have a wearable dress, a great dress for a beautiful date night. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be wearing this dress out, and I will definitely be making this pattern again. So like I said before, if you have not liked, commented, or subscribed, go ahead and do that now, because yeah, your girl gonna be sewing up some stuff, and I have checked off another box in my Make 9. So go ahead and give me a round of applause, okay? So I'm on a roll, and I'm gonna get that Make 9 chart done this year. So you guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great one. Bye-bye.